Oops. Apparently, I accidentally paused it, so I guess this is going to be part 2. I switched to my music, and apparently it just kicked me out even though I had the app open, things like that. But, okay, so I finished up that for the most part. What I'm going to end with, and I did exactly what I said. I did the boom, boom, cross, switch sides, boom, boom, cross, and I did boom, boom, forward hook, boom, cover the face, boom, boom, forward hook, cover the face, back and forth. Now, to get some good thorough conditioning and whatnot, I'm going to do some more squats into 3-hit combo. Standard. I'm going to do 3-hit combo, boom, boom, cross. Then boom, boom, hook. Okay, now I'm going to pause it this time, not switch to music, and I'm going to switch to some push-ups right away. Okay, you see I'm still breathing hard. I literally only took about 20 seconds. Stay hydrated. Okay, I'm going to come over here and go right in and do some variations of push-ups. Okay, so here, just take this part off here. Okay, I always like to start with the I think it's called a planche push-up with my arms straight out to the side like this. Okay, this is really going to help strengthen your front or anterior shoulders, anterior deltoids or front shoulder muscles. Okay, start off a decent distance to where you're not really comfortable, but you feel it, but not too much strain just to get started. Have control, don't go too fast, too slow. The slower you go, the more strength you're going to gain, of course. But this is just get thoroughly warmed up. Okay, I did 13 that way. Now, you see where my hands are placed at in my shoulders, pretty much just about parallel. Now, we're going to go forward a little more to push ourselves like this. Okay, now I'm going to come back a little bit because I'm going to go forward even more, but I'm coming back so you can actually see me. How far forward I go, and just push and do as many of these as you can, okay? Okay. Okay. Each one, if you can go a little farther, go ahead. And then I always like to end with, these are very difficult, putting your hands, sorry, my gloves are in the way. Okay, putting your hands like this, and popping out, or pumping out some push-ups just like this. Okay? Alright, there we go. Controlled movements. Focus on technique. Oh, I can feel the fatigue. Push. Okay. See, I arched my back just a little bit. That was to push myself to the next one. Okay. Now, we're going to get right into some weight training. We're going to go over probably, I think, a little bit of the chest and maybe the wrist, shoulder muscles, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to show you some decline, kettlebell press because I don't have a dumbbell, okay? And I'm going to show you on a Bosu ball because I don't have a bench, all right? But I'm going to show you how to really activate your chest muscles. It's all about angles, your hand grip and things like that, okay? So like I said, we're going to do decline. This is going to work more of your bottom chest muscles as well as somewhat bring in the bottom portion of your chest right there, okay? For those athletes, definitely chest muscles are very important, especially when you're doing fast movements. Okay, come up like this, and when you come over, I have a little trick to how I do this here. Okay, you come up, go over slightly. Okay, that's going to work your shoulders a little more too. Breathe in as you come down, and push. Breathe out as you push. I'm not going to do too many of these. All right. There's 7. They're really not that heavy, just it does take some out of you. Especially going over to the other side. I haven't done these for a little while, okay? And then switch sides, of course. I'm gonna unpause it. I'm gonna do the other side real quick, and then I'll show you the next exercise. Okay, now if you really want to activate and put some good, strong emphasis or stress on your chest muscles, right after doing some chest exercises like that, go right into doing some diamond push-ups, because the diamond push-ups, when you do those are actually going to activate your chest. If you see here, boom, boom, boom. You're going to feel it in your front or anterior deltoids as well, but you're really going to feel it in your chest and your triceps, of course. And I'm going to show you 2 variations. Standard variation. Here we go. Once again, boom, like this. Okay, those are diamonds. Hands all together. Touch your chest to your hands. Controlled movement. Go down a little slower if you want more strength. Try to keep your elbows in, not flare out as much as possible. Okay, now I'm going to show you the variation. My Bosu ball, okay? So it's going to make them slightly inverted. Here we go. Let's do a few here. You're going to see me go back and forth, but this is also going to work your core tremendously as well, which is also very important for athletes. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now any of you who've heard the term antagonist, antagonist is basically, okay, so the best way to explain this is your biceps and triceps. When your bicep is flexing, your tricep is relaxing. When your tricep is flexing, your bicep is relaxing. Those are antagonists. Your bicep is an antagonist to your tricep, and your tricep is an antagonist to your bicep. The thing is, to increase the overall functionality of the muscle or how the muscle performs, it is honestly very crucial to work them back to back. So let's use worked our triceps. So now we're going to work on our biceps. I'm going to do more of an endurance, just more repetition based on the first one. Then I'm going to go right into no rest, adding some weight to maximize the strength and the muscle gain. So yes, I'm doing seated barbell press because you're not activating your core as much, so you're putting more emphasis on your biceps. It's going to be a little difficult at first, but then when you go back to doing standing barbell curls, you're going to notice the difference. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier. Control movement, down a little slower. Okay, there's 14. Add more weight. I'm adding 5 pounds to each side, total of 10 pounds. And then we're going to just push them out. I'm doing a little more of a close grip to focus more on my long head of my bicep. Push yourself, gotta push yourself. There you go, 5. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's 7. Okay. Now let's switch to the next exercise. We're gonna work our back some. Okay, so I'm just gonna do just a few of a lot of people call them lawnmowers. I just call them one arm. Well, kettlebell press, really. But like I've stated in other videos, you want to make sure when you come back on this, you want to boom. A lot of people just come straight back. No, you literally want to come back like that, because that's going to really squeeze your back muscles. Get them really, I guess you can't really see real well, but you get them activated like that. And then you see how I'm turning it, boom, like this. That's activating more of my latissimus dorsi as well as other surrounding back muscles. I'm just going to do some of these to show you more demonstration for technique. And then I'm going to go right into working my real deltoids. Okay? And to do that, keep your grip just to the side like this, right? Come straight up. Down slower, get that strength going. Okay, now I'm gonna go and do the other side and then switch to the next exercise. Okay, now we're gonna maximize the back muscles. We're gonna do bent over barbell rows. This is actually my #1 favorite back exercise. It's also very, very important to building a strong back. Getting yourself is actually gonna help work up to doing more pull-ups as well. Especially, I usually alternate this into pull-ups. Just gonna do 1 set today. What I start off doing first is I literally get my legs going, get some good blood flow in my legs. So like this. All right, good blood flow in my legs. Now, you gotta be very careful. Focus on technique. First start doing this, I would recommend doing it in front of a mirror or your phone video like this to make sure your back is straight. I've done this for a little while, so I gotta focus on my technique. Little momentum. Come down slow. All right. Okay, now get ready. I'm gonna go right into some pull-ups. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 different variations of pull-ups just to show you to maximize. Standard wide grip pull-ups, gonna work more your lats. Okay, then I'm gonna do some close grip pull-ups. Gonna work more your rhomboids or your upper, kind of middle, outwards part of your back. Then I'm gonna do some really close grip with an angle or a grip like this, which is gonna focus primarily on your rhomboids and your smaller back muscles. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you. Actually, I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna show you. Okay, so if you want to put more of an emphasis on your core, on your core as well as strong emphasis on your back muscles, here's what you do. Put your leg when you come up, put your legs out, and focus primarily on your back muscles themselves. Keep that core activated though. Like this. What I do is I come up one first, then I go.
Powering on.
All right, and then go right in some chin-ups. Okay, you notice on the last one how I put my feet out, activate my biceps and my core more. Okay, all right, I'm gonna pause it again. Okay, maximize the forearms. Forearms, grip strength is extremely important. If you're in football, basketball, baseball, anything like that, grip is important. Self-defense, it's even more important. Think about this. One thing Bruce Lee taught is that when you hit somebody, you want them to feel more on the inside. So what happens is your forearms, the more strong and powerful they are, the more impact you can provide. Boom, think about it. Boom, boom, boom. You don't want to get hit with an impact like that, okay? So, forearms, I have a wrist roller here. This is how I maximize, even when I do actual forearm exercises, I still end with a wrist roller. Get that blood flow pumped in. Your forearms can be used every day. They're such small muscle fibers. You got to pump the shit out of the blood in them suckers to get them to grow, to get them to strengthen, to get them to increase performance, get a good grip, all the above. So this is maximizing, and I'm going to show you one more thing. Oops, after I pause it, might have woke people up downstairs. They get pretty mad about that. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, talk about maximizing. I have these here. Can't really see them real. They're 30-pound resistance bands. I have a door stopper where they're inside my door so I can pull on them. Don't have to worry about that. That's kind of nice because in my last set didn't have anything like that. I had to just kind of finagle a little bit. Okay, so this is going to maximize your power, your strength. It's going to provide a lot of resistance in the muscles. And after this, I'm still going to do some speed training. But this right here, I hope you can see the actual activation so I can show you. There's many variations you can do. I used to do, back in the day, just mainly isometric training, which is holding it in the most difficult position for about 12 to 13 seconds and letting go. Now, I do a combination of different things, especially with these being a 30-pound resistance band. Going to make a difference, okay? Hopefully you can see the activation. Going to do some back muscle and back exercises. One variation, and then you switch, and you can work more of your rear deltoids by pulling up and back. Okay, you can do one arm, either way, this way, work your back this way, okay? And then you can even do your chest. Boom. One arm or both arms there. You can, just like you do with cable crossovers, you can boom, boom. Oh, switch up here, boom. All right, I'm gonna come a little closer so you can see. Now we're gonna do a little bit of biceps. You can also do triceps if you have any way you can set up. Like I could put on my iron gym there and just do tricep push downs. But we're gonna go ahead and do this here. You can't see very well, can you? Okay, you may not be able to see the activation very well, but I just want you to mainly see the way I'm doing this, okay? So you come back here, you can do both arms or single arm. Single arm is going to be really hard, especially with these being 30-pound resistance. Just go, boom, come back, lean back a little bit, and pull towards you. You can activate different ways. If you put the door stopper up more like that, boom, you can boom, like this, okay? Do one arm, two arm, whatever it may be, okay? All right, I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to do some speed training. Okay, now, time for the speed training. Now, there are many different variations of what I've shown you that you can do. As you see, even just pausing the video off and on, it takes a great deal. It's taken a decent amount of time. I didn't want the video to be this long. I still am going to be going for my run and doing some actual additional speed training after that. But my initial speed training, because normally I don't go for as long a run on these days as I'm going to today, okay? I focus mainly on upper body with some, cardio, lower body conditioning on these days, but this is mainly my upper body day, okay? So, speed training, like I said, many variations, what I usually like to do a lot of, throw with squats, just do kind of, make sure you get that blood flow good and pumping, okay? And then, now, the punches are because I'm a martial artist, okay? All right, let's go. That's a 3-hit combo. Now we're going to do a 5-hit combo. Okay, and then we're adding some biceps. I have this cool little contraption here I mainly use for reverse wrist curls. Very good for that. Okay, and speed training with biceps. All right, that's the main parts of it. You can add to it, whatever it may be. I just like to activate more fast twitch muscle fibers in my forearms. So I take these just standard hand grippers. I say standard because they're pretty easy to squeeze. Do about 24 times fast. Okay, then flip them over. So I was working more of my extensors. Now, by doing this way, boom, like this, working more of my flexors. Fast. And back over. And then, boom, just about 7 to 9 or so. All right, I have one part. This is Part 2, I'm going to do a part 3. Part 3 is going to be me coming back from my run and doing some speed training. So let's go.